Every Halloween, we meet them again. Witches, vampires, ghosts, and creatures of the night. But behind every monster's mask, there's a story and origin, rooted in history, fear, and even truth. Today, we're uncovering the real origins of 10 classic Halloween monsters together. Number 1. The Witch. The witch is one of Halloween's oldest and most misunderstood figures. Long before broomsticks and black cats, witches were often women healers, midwives, or herbalists in pre-Christian Europe. They practiced old, pagan traditions tied to nature, the moon, and fertility. But as Christianity spread, these rituals were labeled as evil or satanic. During the witch hunts of the 15th to 17th centuries, tens of thousands were accused of witchcraft and executed, especially during times of disease, famine, or fear. Personally, witches never sounded evil to me. I also loved black cats, and it's sad that they were also mistreated because of these old myths. Number 2. The Vampire. Elegant, immortal, and terrifying, the vampire is one of our most iconic monsters. But this creature didn't start as a suave count in a Transylvanian castle. Vampires come from Eastern European folklore, where people once believed that the dead could rise to drain the life of the living. Before modern science, when diseases like tuberculosis or rabies spread, it often looked as if one sick family member was feeding on the others. Grave diggers sometimes found corpses that looked fresh because of natural decay gases, so they staked or burned the bodies to stop the undead. Then, in 1897, Bram Stoker wrote Dracula, inspired by the real 15th century ruler Vlad the Impaler, also known as Vlad III of Wallachia. Vlad was infamous for impaling his enemies on spikes, earning his terrifying nickname and giving Dracula his thirst for blood. Nowadays, vampires appear in books, movies, video games, and even manga. They've become more of an attractive and mysterious character. But, back in the day, they represented real fear and paranoia surrounding death. Number 3. The Zombie. Zombies might seem like pure Hollywood horror, but their origins lie in African Haitian voodoo beliefs. In Haitian folklore, a bokor, a dark sorcerer, could reanimate a dead person to become their servant, kind of like Dr. Facilier from The Princess and the Frog, I guess. The idea symbolized the loss of free will, a terrifying concept born from the trauma of slavery in the Caribbean. When Western filmmakers discovered these tales, they twisted them into flesh-eating corpses. From spiritual slaves to apocalyptic monsters, zombies show how fear evolves over time. Number 4. The Werewolf. The legend of the werewolf, the man cursed to transform under the full moon, is one of humanity's oldest shape-shifting myths. Ancient Greeks told stories of Lycaon, a king turned into a wolf by Zeus as punishment. The word lycanthropy actually comes from his name. In medieval Europe, belief in werewolves spread during times of hysteria and superstition. Some people were even put on trial for allegedly turning into beasts and killing livestock. These werewolf trials often targeted outcasts or those with rare illnesses like hypertrichosis, which causes excessive hair growth. Number 5. The Ghost. Ghosts are universal. They appear in nearly every culture on Earth. They're the lingering echoes of unfinished business, regret, or revenge. In ancient Egypt, ghosts were thought to punish those who disrespected the dead. In ancient China, hungry spirits haunted the living unless properly honored. In Victorian England, fascination with death and science led to the rise of seances, spirit photography, and ghost stories. Even today, ghost hunting shows and paranormal tourism continue the same fascination. Maybe death isn't the end. Number 6. The Goblin. Goblins may look like comic relief today, but their folklore is anything but friendly. Originating in medieval European myths, goblins were described as small, ugly, and greedy creatures who lived in dark corners or under beds. They were blamed for stolen goods, bad dreams, and things that went bump in the night. In some regions, goblins evolved into gremlins, blamed for sabotaging machines during World War II. From fairy mischief to mechanical mayhem, goblins have always represented chaos, the unseen troublemaker lurking in the dark. Number 7. The skeleton. Skeletons were probably my favorite Halloween monsters. They looked goofy, and I loved them a lot in cartoons as a kid. Nowadays, a dancing skeleton might seem funny, but during the Middle Ages it carried a grim message. Death spares no one. The Danse Macabre, or Dance of Death, was a popular art motif showing skeletons leading kings, peasants, and popes alike to their graves. It reminded people that no matter your status, everyone meets the same fate. In Mexico's Day of the Dead, skeletons are also central symbols, but in a more artistic and celebratory way. Centuries later, skeletons became Halloween staples, a playful way to laugh in the face of mortality. Number 8. The Mummy. The first time I was introduced to mummies was playing Tomb Raider, and fighting them was hard and terrifying. But in this context, mummification was a sacred ritual in ancient Egypt, meant to preserve the body for the afterlife. In the 19th century, explorers opened Egyptian tombs and uncovered these preserved bodies. After the discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb in 1922, newspapers spread rumors of a mummy's curse when several members of the excavation team died unexpectedly. Hollywood loved the story, and The Mummy, 1932, turned the legend into cinematic history. The mummy became a symbol of ancient power disturbed, a reminder that some things are better left buried. Number 9. The Bat Monster. Bats have long been tied to mystery and fear, mostly because they're nocturnal and live in caves, symbols of the underworld like Batman. In Chinese culture, bats actually symbolize good luck, but in Europe, they became omens of witchcraft and death. When Dracula hit the screen, the vampire's ability to transform into a bat sealed the connection forever. Ironically, bats are crucial to our ecosystem, pollinating plants and eating thousands of insects each night. They're real-life heroes in disguise, like Batman. Number 10. The Devil. And finally, the Devil. He's not just the villain of Halloween, he's one of the most powerful symbols in Western imagination. The horned, red-skinned image we know today was shaped during the Middle Ages, blending traits of ancient pagan gods like Pan with Christian ideas of temptation and sin. Of course, most people know the Christian version, the fallen angel who refused to bow to humans and got punished by the god. Kind of unfair, to be honest. In Islam, he exists too, under the name Iblis, with kind of a same story. From Paradise Lost to rock music, the devil has been both feared and fascinating. For me, it's interesting how differently he's been portrayed, from angelic and elegant to a red-horned guy. So yeah, that was the origin of 10 Halloween monsters. What fascinates me most is how Halloween brings together creatures from so many different cultures and how we've gone from fearing them to celebrating them. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments which Halloween monster was your favorite or scared you the most, and speak of being scared. You can also check out my other video, 10 Terrifying Phobias Explained.